Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the summary of the lesson number 2 from Unit 2, Even and Odd Numbers. This is the lesson we have taken in the first week of Term 2 from Grade 2 Math, all the way from page 65 to 68. First of all, let's understand what are even and odd numbers. To know if any number is even or odd, we need to make pairs out of them. As we can see here, there are cubes and we have made them pairs, like we have got two cubes together, and whenever there is a number which end up in this way where each cube will has a pair with it, such numbers are called even numbers. Like here I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 is an even number. Whereas there are some numbers, when we pair them in a group of 2, there will always be one block left behind which has no partner with it. Such numbers are called odd numbers. Like I can count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 is an odd number because it cannot make a complete pairs or partners just like this. Always there is one cube left behind. Similarly, I can see here some boxes and I can see that they are grouped in a pair form, or in a with every box has a partner with it. So in all there are 8 boxes. So I can understand that 8 is an even number. But this is not the case here. I can see each block has a partner till here, but still there is one block which is left behind. It has no partner, and such numbers are called odd numbers. So we have got 9 boxes here, so 9 is an odd number. In the beginning of the lesson, there is a problem. We need to solve it. The students in Miss Jen's class work in pairs. One student does not have a partner. How many students could be in Miss Jen's class? Use cubes to show your thinking. Draw a picture of your work. So there are odd numbers of students in Miss Jen's class, because whenever they come up pairing the students in the pairs of twos, there's always one left behind. So it could be, we can just show with the help of cubes. We can drag and drop the cubes, as many cubes as we want to just show this. The thing is, it could be any number which is odd, because we know that always there is a student that could not be paired, so that means the number of students in that class are odd. So we understood what are evens and odds. How can we pair the numbers in even and odds by using visual learning, and then we had some check of even and odd numbers. Now here are some interesting facts regarding the evens and odds. The first thing is that by looking at a pattern, I can right away understand that if a number is even or odd, because if it's in pairs and there is no block left behind without a partner, that means that number is an even number. As I can see, 4 and 6 are even numbers, but 3 and 5 are odd numbers, because I can see here there is one block left alone without any partner. Another interesting fact is this that I can make more even numbers just by counting twos. Like 2, I add 2 more becomes 4, I add 2 more becomes 6, and so on. There is another interesting fact that whenever there are same number of addends, we end up having a sum which is even. Even if the addends are not even, see, if I can see in this example, 3 and 3 themselves, they are not even. But when they are of the same amount, the both addends are having same amounts, we end up having the sum which is even. Another interesting fact about this evens and odds is this: by adding one addend in each time, we come up with the next even number. Like here I can see 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4, so on. Just looking at this pattern, I can understand the next will be 5 plus 5 equals 10. Now here we need to tell whether 10 is an even or odd number. We are supposed to draw a picture to show how we know that. So just we will grab and put the cubes next to each other in the form of pairs, and we end up in this picture. And we know that by looking at this cubes that there is no cube left alone, and each cube has got a partner. This is how we know that 10 is an even number and it's not an odd number. Coming up next, we have some exercises where we need to firstly we need to count the total number of cubes or the boxes and write the total number here. Then we need to specify whether it's an even number or an odd number. Finally, we need to write an equation to show the total number of boxes. We will count the number of boxes in the first row and then in the second row, and finally we will write the whole total number of boxes. The same kind of practice goes on the next page, page number 67. One of the examples I've explained here. For example, here I can see the total number of boxes is 9. Then I can see by looking at this shape, this has a lone box without any partner. So that means I'll grab my circle and I'll put it here. It's an odd number. Finally, I need to express this, show this picture in the form of an equation. So I will right here, like I can count here 5 boxes in the first row and 4 boxes in the second row, and in all we got a total of 9 boxes. Next we have a word problem. How many squares are shown? They have some random squares here. Is it an even or odd number? Now we need to arrange them to see exactly whether they are even and odd. Now I can see I have arranged the boxes here. I can see there is no a lone box without any partner. Each one is with a partner. That means it's an even number. Draw a picture that shows how you know. Here I've drawn the picture. Write an equation for your picture. I can even show with the help of an equation that in each row there are 4. So 4 plus 4 equals 8. On page number 68 we have got some word problems. Equations for the first 4 even numbers are given. They have already given equations for the first 4 even numbers. Like we can see 2, 4, 6 and 8 are the even numbers, and here are the equations for them. What are the next 6 even numbers? How do you know? Now just we need to write the next 6 even numbers with their equations. And how do we know that? We know that just by adding one more in each of the addend, we end up reaching to the next even number. So if the last one here is 4 plus 4 equals 8, we can make the next one 5 plus 5 equals 10, then 6 plus 6 equals 12, and so on. So here we have already made 6 next equations. In next word problem, they're asking that Mac drew a picture of 5 and 3. Here we can see there are 5 blocks and here we have 3 blocks. He says you can add them to get an even number. See, we can see they are actually, the addends are not even, they are odd, because I can see a lone box here which without any partner, and here again we can see a box which is alone without any partner. Both of these numbers 5 and 3 are odd numbers, but Mac is saying that we can add these odd numbers to get an even number. Do you agree? Explain and write the equation for the sum. Now what we can do, we can just check, and we have drawn here 5 blocks here and the 3 and just join together, and we can see by the structure that surely it's an even number. We can even show it with the help of an equation. 5 plus 3 equals 8, and we know that 8 is an even number. Now here in the next problem, desert birds are active in the early morning to stay out of the heat. Marcy sees 19 birds. Does Marcy see any odd or even number of the birds? Excuse me, does Marcy see an odd or even number of birds? Explain with a drawing and an equation. So here we know that their total number of the birds was 19. So we can just add up the boxes to check whether it's an even or odd number, and finally we come to know there is a box without a partner. So that means 19 is an odd number. And we can show that with the help of an equation. In the first row we have 9, in the second we have 10, so we can express in the form of equation. Finally, we come to the final word problem. How many squares are shown? Is this an even or odd number? Right away, looking at the picture, I can know that it's an even number. So whether either the correct answer could be this one or this one, because these two are with the odd numbers. Next, I'm going to count the boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 6 plus 6 equals 12. So it could not be this one. It could not be 7 plus 7, 14. It should be 6 plus 6 equals 12, because there are 6 in each row. So this way I know the correct answer for this question is 6 plus 6 equals 12.